All right, so ready to begin? Everyone, all set? So let's begin the match. Let's do a Namakar mantra and then we can do the coin toss, okay? Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sethanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Sava Pavapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam. Jain team, good luck. Okay. So
Shweta, can you stop
yes.
sharing the screen?
Yes, I was gonna, okay, that's, let me do that.
Okay.
All right. Then I will leave my video on. All right. So for the coin toss, let's have, Houston, do you want to call out heads or tails? Summer?
I will take heads.
Okay. Siri, can you toss a coin? Hold on. Siri, can you toss a coin? My Siri is not responding to me. Rajbhai, can you toss the coin?
I'll do the manual coins.
Okay,
I'm not good with Siri. Okay, let's do tying. It's a heads.
Okay. Houston, would you like to go first?
Yeah, we'll go first.
All right. Okay. So Houston, your team won. Question 1. Answer in the Indian language only. Of the 5 subtypes of Antaray Karma, which subtype is an obstruction to willpower?
Viryantaray.
That's correct. Question 2 for team 1. This is a math question. Take the number of ways to accomplish samvar, subtract the number of faults to be avoided during Samaik from it. Give the Panch Parmeshti with the corresponding number of attributes.
Upadhyay.
That's correct. It is 57 minus 32, which is 25 for Upadhyay. Question 3 for team 1. Finish this stuti in the Indian language. Deha chata jeni dasha.
Deha chata jeni dasha varte dehati te gyana charma ho vandana ganit.
That's correct. Question 4 for team 1. This is a 2-part question. Which Agam Sutra mentions the 9 ways of acquiring punya? In the Indian language, which punya among these 9 means to offer shelter?
The sutra is Stanang, and the one with offering shelter, that's Layan Punya.
That's correct. Question 5 for team 1. Give the Indian phrase that has the following meaning. Existence or reality is a combination of appearance, disappearance, and persistence.
Upaneva, Vigameva, and Dhruveva.
That's correct. Question 6 for team 1. What am I? I am a 2-sensed living being, but people value me for my secretion of nacre.
An oyster.
That's correct. It's an oyster. Question 7 for team 1. This is an anagram question. While taking the SAT, Mahi and Krish wished they could be playing jab instead. The words I'll spell out: S as in Sam, A, T as in Tom, M, A as in Apple, H as in Harry, I, K as in King, R, E, S as in Sam, H as in Harry.
So Michika.
That's correct. Question 8 for Team 1. He was the Chancellor of King Kumarpal. He renovated the temple of Shakuni Vihar and built a walkway on Shatrunjay Hills. Who is this Jain figure? Is it time, Meghabin?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to unmute. It's answer, please. And time. Actually, we have already crossed 7 seconds.
Team 2.
So, yeah.
Team 2, would you like to answer?
No.
Time.
Okay. The answer is Ambad. Question 9 for
Wait.
Team 1.
Before we go to the next question, how exactly do you have to defer to somebody for them to answer, or how does it work, or do they just automatically like unmute and do it?
When I asked them if they wanted to answer, they did unmute it and they could automatically do it or just choose not to even unmute and answer if they didn't know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Question 9 for Team 1. In the Indian language, name the bhavana that teaches us to contemplate on the constituents of this universe, its nature and interaction with soul and matter.
Lok Sabha Bhavna.
That's correct. Question 10 for Team 1. This is the last question for Team 1. Name the yaksh that is 6-armed with an elephant as its vehicle.
Manibhadra Dev.
That's correct. That's all for Team 1. We'll start with Team 2. So Team 2, you can unmute. Question 1 for Team 2. I'm sorry?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
There is an echo though, so just make sure you don't have any other device around you that's open.
Okay.
Great. Question 1 for Team 2. Answer in the Indian language only. Okay, Gio, I think you have something else over there that's open. Is there another device? If you can mute it, please.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, just mute the other one because let me start again. Question 1 for Team 2. Answer in the Indian language only. Of the 9 subtypes of Darshana Varnya Karma, which subtype is responsible for producing deep sleep?
Nidra.
That's correct. There's still some echo, so if you can just look into that still, please. Okay, question 2 for Team 2. This is a math question. Take the number of attributes created by heavenly gods among the Atishayas of a Tirthankar and subtract the number of days in Ayambil Oli. Give the corresponding Shravak Vrat in Indian language.
The corresponding Shravak Vrat is, the corresponding Shravak Vrat is Maithun Vrat.
That is incorrect. Team 1, would you like to answer?
Yes, it's Desavakasik Vrat.
That is correct. It is 19 minus 9, which is 10, Desavakasik Vrat. Question 3 for Team 2. Finish the stuti in the Indian language. Kashayani Upashantata
Kushani Upashantata Mita Moksha Vilasha Vavekeda Pranidaya Dya Atma Tanivasa.
That is correct. Question 4 for team 2. This is a two-part question. What sutra describes the 4 things rare to living beings? One of these things is human life. Name any other rare thing.
Answer, please. Time.
One thing, can I keep going because I talked, I think. It's that's right, then it means to follow religion. Can you hear me?
Jill, you're breaking up. Your voice is kind of breaking up.
You
Maybe
have,
some network issue.
Jill, do you still have the 2 devices with you?
Okay. Let me try. No, I don't have any devices with me.
You're just not audible. It's not clear. I mean, it's very, it's breaking up a lot. Is it frozen now?
Yeah, I think.
Chicago, anybody? It is not clear, Jill. It's very, it's breaking a lot.
Can you hear me now?
No, Jill, it's still.
But I mean, should we substitute someone else in right now? Is
If
that
somebody
better?
else wants to answer the question, or if you want to substitute, that's fine too. Whatever you prefer.
Okay, Riday.
Ayush wants to answer.
I was going to say Riday.
It was Tatvar Sutra, and to listen to something that has to do with the Jain scriptures.
Is that what Jill answered? Okay. Well, that's incorrect. Team 1.
Yeah. Stanang Sutra. It's not, no, it's in Uttaradiyan Sutra, sorry. It's in Uttaradiyan Sutra and energy to follow religion.
Okay, that's correct. Uttaradiyan Sutra is correct. And the second part is correct too. So Reshma, do you want to sub somebody instead of Jill? What do you prefer?
Can I just ask her, Gilles, do you think it's a network issue? I want to be respectful of her as well.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
Do you think?
I'm joining off. I'm gonna try going off of like another device. So
Okay,
I'll see
so
if it's like
Gilles, what we're gonna do right now, Gilles, is while you figure out the network issue, we'll bring you back for round 2. And for now, we're gonna substitute in Shreya. And then Bhavya, if you can just kind of work out with Gilles as to what the network issue, Bhavya is Gilles' mom. So Bhavya, if you can just figure out what the issue is, and then we'll substitute Gilles back in for round 2. So Gilles, don't answer any question in round 1 right now, because Shreya is going to sub in for you right now, and then we'll sub you back in round 2. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
I'm working on it, Reshma.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So Shreya is going to sub in, and she'll be our captain for the rest of this round.
All right, let's continue then. Thank you. So question 5 for team 2. Give the Indian phrase that has the following meaning. Capability to know is the characteristic of the soul.
Upayoga Lakshana Jiva.
That is correct. Question 6 for team 2. At what point in their lives are milk cows typically sold to slaughterhouses?
5 to 6 years.
That's correct. It's 5 to 6 years, or when their milk production drops to 30%. Question 7 for team 2. This is an anagram question. Before playing jab, Tina gets so nervous that she has to take Tom. The alphabets are T as in Tom, I, N, A, H, as in Harry, A, S as in Sam, T, U, M as in Mary. Clue 1.
Hastinapur.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, sorry.
So team 2 won't be able to steal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since
Oh,
it's
okay,
an
that's
anagram
anagram.
question.
Okay, sorry. So the answer is Sumati Nath. Question 8 for team 2. He was forced to pay back for a creditor using a different businessman's money. However, both he and the other businessman eventually donated a large sum of money for the creation of the Savasomtuk temples on Shatrunjay. Who is this Jain figure?
Safjan.
That is correct. Question 9 for team 2. In the Indian language, name the bhavana which reminds us not to focus on the outside and to remember that the soul has come alone and will have to leave alone.
Ekatva bhavana.
That is correct. Question 10 for team 2. This is the last question. Name the deity that is in the shape of a mountain and is the natural positive energy of Summit Shikhar.
Omyaji.
That is correct. So this concludes round 1. Meghabin, the scores?
Sure. So Rajbhai, are you planning to share the screen? Do you want to try that?
Yes.
So the final scores are for Chicago, we have 300 points. And I'm sorry, for Houston, we have 300 points. And for Chicago, we have 240 points.
All right.
Okay. Any substitution, coaches? Do you want to, especially Chicago? Reshma?
Yes, Chicago does have substitutions.
Mm-hmm.
So for round 2, we have, let's see. For round 2, we have Gilles, Shreya, Ayush, Rushil, and Dhruvi. Everyone else, go ahead and turn off your videos.
Reshma Ben, sorry, can you repeat the 5 kids? Jeel, Dhruvi, Shreya?
Yes, it's Gilles, Shreya, Ayush, Rushil, and Dhruvi.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think everyone else is on.
Yep.
Yeah, Rita and Haley are on not on video, so we should be good.
Okay, ready for the second round? Okay, this is a category round. For all correct answers, you will get plus 20. For incorrect answers, it will be minus 20, and the second team will get a chance to steal. And if they get correct answers in the steal, it would be plus 10 and minus 10 for incorrect. I believe you all are in buzzin.live, and we are going to start with the category round. So the first 5 questions in this round, all answers to these questions will begin with the letter P. P as in Peter. Yes, Arya, do you have a question?
My buzzer still shows that it's buzzed.
Yeah, I'm going to clear the buzzers. Is it good for everyone now? Okay, thank you, Arya. Okay, so again, the first 5 questions, all answers to these first 5 questions will begin with the letter P, P as in Peter. Question 1. Name the external austerity which involves taking food. Shreya?
Parimud?
That's incorrect. I'm going to allow Houston team to steal, but before that, I'm going to complete the question. Taking food or water 3 hours after sunrise. Summer?
4C.
That is correct for 10 points. Chicago will get -20 and Houston will have +10. Question 2. Name the mother of Changdev who was eventually Shreya.
Pahini?
That is correct for 20 points. Pahini. So the question was name the mother of Changdev who was eventually known as Hemchandra Acharya, and the answer is Pahini. Question 3. Name the famous thief who was Samar.
Prabhav.
Prabhav. That's correct for 20 points. The full question was name the famous thief who was able to break any lock and put anyone to sleep and who eventually became a follower of Jambu Swami. And the answer is Prabhav. Question 4. This is the Papastanak, which means criticism. Shreya?
Parparvan?
That is correct for 20 points. And the last question for this category. This title is given to Samar.
Pravarti.
That is correct for 20 points. The question was, this title is given only to sadhvis after attaining the knowledge of certain Agam Sutras such as Uttaradhyayan Sutra, Acharan Sutra, and the 10 Payana Sutras. And the answer is Pravartini. Now, the next category is obstacles. So, answers to the next 5 questions are related to obstacles. Question 6 of this round. To whom did Gautam Swami preach on the day? Riya?
Sharma?
Could you please repeat that again?
Sharma?
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, to whom did Gautam Swami preach on the day of Lord Mahavir's Nirvan, after which he realized his own attachment to the Bhagwan, preventing him from attaining Keval Gnan? And the answer is Dev Sharma. Question 7. What obstacle did Bahubali overcome? Which, Ayush?
Ego.
That is correct for 20 points. Complete question was, what obstacle did Bahubali overcome which made him realize that he did not want to harm his elder brother? And the answer is his ego.
And that was Meghabin answered by?
I'm
Ayush.
sorry, I didn't.
It was
okay.
Ayush.
Okay.
Oh, Chicago. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't notice that. Okay. Question 8. Okay, let me, once you buzz in, I'm going to say your center name and your name, so that way Shweta Ben can make sure that she records the points in the right team. So I'm going to call on your name along with your center name. Question 8. In his previous life, what did Shantinath Bhagwan have? Rushiv, Chicago?
His own flesh.
That is correct for 20 points, his own flesh. The complete question was, in his previous life, what did Shantinath Bhagwan have to give up in order to face an obstacle against a hawk? And the answer is his own flesh. Question 9. Which Acharya gave Shripal advice? Houston, Summer.
Acharya Muni Chandra.
That is correct for 20 points. Which Acharya gave Shripal advice on how to overcome leprosy? And the answer is Acharya Muni Chandra. Question 10. Who faced the obstacle of not being able to fast Shreya from Chicago?
Monk Guru.
Monk Kurgadu is correct for 20 points. Complete question was, who faced the obstacle of not being able to fast but still managed to attain Keval Gnan? And the answer is Monk Kurgadu. And the last category, answers for the next 5 questions are related to Tirth places. Question 11. Name any, sorry, it's a 3-part question. So name any 3 important summer.
Palitana, Ranakpur, and Abu Dawada.
That is correct for 20 points. What a guesswork. Wow. Okay. So the complete question was, name any 3 important Jain tirths where Bhagwan Rishabdev is the main idol. And the answers were Shatrunjay or Palitana, Abu Delwada, and Ranakpur. Shwetaben, I'm not sure if I said the center name, but it was Houston.
Yeah, got it. Thanks. You said so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Question 12. Bahubali is also Houston summer.
Gomateshwar.
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, Bahubali is also known by which other name? And the answer is Gomateshwar. Question 13. It is said that the wounds of Lord Krishna, Houston Arya.
Sankeshwar.
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question is, it is said that the wounds of Lord Krishna's army were healed by the holy Abhishek water of what? Of this tirth. Name the tirth. And the answer is Sri Sankeshwar tirth. Question 14. According to Digambar tradition, the great tradition of Raksha Bandhan, Houston summer.
Hastinapur.
That is correct for 20 points. Question was, according to Digambar tradition, the great tradition of Raksha Bandhan or Shravani Poonam started here. Name this tirth. And the answer is Sri Hastinapur tirth. Last question for this round. This translates to the monk on Chicago Shriya.
Shravan
That is correct for 20 points. This translates to the monk on the top of the hill. The chief festival of this tirth is Mahamastak Abhishek. And the answer was Shravan Belagola. With that, we complete the second round. Rajbhai scores, please. Shwetaben.
So we have team 1 at 470, Houston, and team 2, Chicago at 320.
Good job. Reshma Ben, substitution for round 3.
Sorry, I was on mute. Just a quick score check. I had that we earned a net 100 points. What could you repeat the scores? I'm sorry.
Okay. It is. So currently, team 1 Houston is 470. Team 2 Chicago is at 320. That's a total score.
Okay. Is there a way, can we see the score sheet? Just because I have a net 100 gain for us, because we got the first one wrong, second one right, fourth one right, seventh one right, eighth one right, 10th one right, and 15th one right. It's not a big deal because it's just a mock match, but I just,
so this is for round 2, correct?
Yes, round 2, yes.
So do you see it now?
Sorry. Okay. Okay, so it's 340. I thought you said 320.
Oh,
I'm
okay. I'm
I
sorry.
thought you said, yeah, I thought you said 320. That's why. But yeah, 340 we agree with. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yes. And for round 3, we have Gio, Shreya, Haley, Riday, and Roshil.
Okay. Ready for round 3? Okay, question 1. Name the attribute of Siddha, which means immortality. Chicago, Shreya.
Akshaya Sthiti.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 2. Answer in Indian language only. To make this decorative substance, Chicago, Shreya.
Varak.
Varak is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, to make this decorative substance, the process involves use of intestines of cattle or ox that are obtained from the slaughterhouse. The answer is Varak. Question 3. When any living being dies, what is the maximum time? Chicago, Shreya.
48 minutes.
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, what is the maximum time the soul takes to form a new body? And Antarmurat or 48 minutes, both of the answers were acceptable. Question 4. This type of Kavalis simply spin Houston summer.
Samanya Kavalis.
That is correct for 20 points. This type of Kavalis simply spend the remainder of their lives in meditation until all non-destructive karmas are exhausted. And the answer was Samanya Kavalis. Question 5. It is a 2-part question. Answer in Indian language only. Name the 2 bhavnas beginning with the letter S. Chicago, Jain.
The 2 bhavnas are Samsara Bhavna and Sambhar Bhavna.
That is correct for 20 points. Question 6. Name the charitra, which means to live life without Houston summer.
Sukshma Sampradaya.
Shukshma Samparai Charitra. That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, name the charitra, which means to live life without any kashai except a small desire to attain moksha. And the answer is Sukshma Samparai Charitra. Question 7. Heavenly and infernal beings make the Chicago Shreya.
Vigriya.
That is correct for 20 points. Complete question was, heavenly and infernal beings make their bodies with this type of vargana. Answer is Vaikriya Vargana. Question 8. This title is given to a sadhu who has Chicago Shreya.
Panyaspad.
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, this title is given to a sadhu who has attained comprehensive knowledge of all aspects of Jain Agams. Question 9. This is a 2-part question. When a living being dies, what 2 bodies? Chicago, Haley.
Tejas Vargana and Carmen Vargana.
That is correct. The complete question was, when a living being dies, what 2 bodies transmigrate into a new body along with the soul? Answer was Tejas and Carmen. Question 10. Please answer in Indian language only. When the Ghati karmas are destroyed, Houston summer.
Anant Chatushtay.
That is correct for 20 points. When the Ghati karmas are destroyed, a person attains 4 infinite qualities known as, and the answer is Anant Chatushtay. Question 11. What sutra did the monks tell Houston Summer?
Iryavahyam.
That is correct for 20 points. The complete question was, what sutra did the monks tell Balmuni Aimutta to recite in order to repent for his sins? And the answer is Iryavahyam Sutra. Question 12. Who became the first honorary secretary, Chicago Shriya?
Virchandra Gandhi.
Could you please repeat that again?
Virchandra Gandhi.
That is correct for 20 points. Who became the first honorary secretary of the Jain Association of India at the age of 21, where he campaigned against the poll tax on pilgrims traveling to Shatrunjay? And the answer was Virchand R. Gandhi. Question 13. Which pillar stands Chicago Shriya?
Anstam.
That is correct for 20 points. Which pillar stands before a Digambar temple and brings an end to pride? Answer is Manastambh. Question 14. This is a 3-part question. There are different types of pratikramans. Name Houston Summer.
Okay, there's Rai Pratikaman, Devasi Pratikaman, and then there's I'll say Paki Pratikaman. So Rai Pratikaman you do in the morning, Devasi you do in the evening, and Paki Pratikaman you do every fortnight.
That is incorrect. I am going to complete the question and Chicago will have a chance to steal. There are different types of pratikramans. Name the type that occurs every fortnight, the Chicago Jail.
Paki.
That is incorrect. I said it's a 3-part question, so I'm going to complete the question. That occurs every fortnight, the type that occurs every 4 months, and the type that occurs yearly. So the correct answers were Pakhi, Chaumasi, and Samvatsari. Last question for this game. Answer in Indian language only. What are the two kinds of Kriya Yoga? Houston Summer.
Mukta Shakti Mudra and Yoga Mudra.
That is incorrect. Chicago, would you like to steal? Shriya?
Ana Yoga and Varna Yoga.
That is correct for 10 points. With that, we are done with this game. Scores, please, Rajman.
Okay, let me go over. Let me share my screen. All right, here are the final scores.
Wait a minute,
Yes.
Shweta, you didn't put the last answer, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Updated. I just had to update it. Okay, sorry. So the final scores for today's match, Houston at 5:30 and Chicago at 5:25.
That was really near.
Close. I was thinking it would be a tie and I'd need another paper or something. But this was a very good game, close match, very close match. Thank you, both the teams and participants. Y'all did great, very nice.